Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel. Now, if you'd like a private reading with me, a list of prices, services, as well as my email is also listed below in the show more section. Otherwise, please don't forget to leave behind a like or a subscribe. Click the bell notification button to receive notifications when I do post my readings. Otherwise, this reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's jump into it and see what's coming up potentially for Aries. Okay. Let's start off with the Knight of Pentacles. There is an offer that you can trust coming in. Now, this offer might be coming through from an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, because the Knight of Pentacles can represent one of these earth signs. It can also be a monetary offer, a new job, or something that's quite promising of stability. Now, the page sits underneath, and the page can represent passion and infatuation. So there might be, for some of you here, a physical attraction or connection with someone that's actually shifting, and suddenly this person is offering you something a little bit more serious. Okay, it could be that they want to go slow and steady with you. As I said, it could be a monetary offer, a new job, investors, people wanting to make contributions towards you in some regard. Now, the Moon card is also here, which can represent the sign of a Cancer. So some of you who are dealing with a Cancerian, this sign is coming up in the reading. And you might notice that there's new beginnings coming forward with this sign here. The Moon can also be creativity, however. So if you do have something going on creatively, I feel like you're going to be on a platform of some kind here, Aries. And people are going to be admiring your talent, your work, and what you're bringing to a business or to the creative sense. Because the Moon card is creativity, and you are coming up as the Magician down here, I feel like creatively you could be very inspired, or you might have major ideas coming to you that you will be able to implement and build on. So a source of inspiration. It can also be divine feminine energy, so compassion, love, empathy in relationships, or growing empathy, compassion, and care in existing relationships. So attachments are being formed here, but it's also sentimentality, because the Moon card is the sign of Cancer, which is quite nostalgic and sentimental. So it could be that you're starting to mean a lot more to someone, or they're starting to mean a lot more to you. But it's also primitive behavior, protecting oneself, okay, protecting emotions. But the two towers here can absolutely be symbolic of a twin flame union that might be coming around some of you, or some sort of collaboration that's being linked together through emotion, whether it's friendship or relationships or something like that. You also have the Eight of Wands here. Very, very good card. Look, it can be smitten energy. There might be a fire sign or someone coming through that's quite smitten with you. I feel like this is all signs, synchronicities, and symbols from the universe, maybe from the divine, that are coming in around you. And I feel for a lot of you, it's a boost in morale, or it's a boost in a relationship, or it's even a boost in your career. And where you are sitting, because it's really evolution. 8 is the number of abundance, prosperity, and it's climbing the ladder, so evolving and getting to the bottom of something, but elevating to the top. And it could even be a promotion for some of you, or recognition. But suddenly you're standing out from the crowd, or if you've had multiple projects or multiple ideas or multiple people around you, there's going to be one thing that really will rise above all else, and that will come to prominence, which is further supported by the fact that the Six of Wands sits below the Eight of Wands card. But it can be a fire sign. It can also be news, okay? Major news, correspondence, or updates. So major progress, yes, but I also feel like there's a major update on a certain situation. Forms, government papers, updates from family members, friends, loved ones. You're being informed of new information or new things that are coming to pass here. So that sort of news or correspondence is coming at you, okay? But it's also direction. You can see that the Eight of Wands are pointed very directly, and they're aligning very, very nicely here. So something is aligning. You're going to have more direction and more momentum in a certain situation, Aries. Okay, you'll work with that quite well. Now the Page of Wands is here. He's often seen as a bit of a traveler, so there might be travel news around you, or opportunities to travel, or you might be making travel plans. Now they might be in connection to creative pursuits, maybe work projects, or even just some leisurely time off. This will do you good. I feel like it's going to re-energize you, Aries. So if you're thinking about doing something like this, I think for the most part it would be a great idea for you to get yourself back on track again. Page of Wands is also very, very affectionate, very sexually open, and it rules that infatuation and passionate energy here. So someone could be making advances here, or there could be renewed intimacy, affection, maybe sprucing up your sex life. You know, there's this sort of adventurous, exciting, thrilling energy that the Page of Wands brings. So I think there's exciting moments, there's updates, there's momentum definitely coming in around you, possibly to travel opportunities, but this is also declaration of love or infatuation or attraction. So someone might be confessing their love for you, love in the form of the Moon card, attraction in the form of the Page of Wands, or the fact that they want to go slow and steady with the Knight of Pentacles. And you know, you've come up very confidently as the Magician here. The first of the tarot deck, the first of the zodiac sign, the pioneer, the trailblazer, the influencer, and you've got a lot of power in your hands here. I do feel like people are looking to you. You might be made an example out of. You're going to be some sort of source of inspiration, or if you're connected with someone romantically, I feel like this person might be looking to you for answers, for clarity, and or for direction. It's possibly new beginnings, it's possibly collecting resources, possibly fame even, recognition on social media, maybe in the community, reputation, but it could be going to some sort of event, okay? People gather around to watch the Magician, so there might be someone who's really going to inspire you this month. Might be a friend, might be someone you find on YouTube, a coach. It might be someone who's into authorship. It might be an inspirational speaker. Could be a love guru, you know, a yogi. It's someone that's going to be, you know, I think it's you, but I also feel like you're going to find someone who's going to give you that infinite energy. And it's really going to provide you with something. And I think subconsciously you're seeking answers to something, Aries, and those answers are going to come from this person. It's almost as if like they're the medium, they're the channel that you need to tune into to get the answers which you seek, to get the responses that you are waiting on. That makes any sense at all. But it can be independence, okay? Some of you might be newly single in the month of November. This might be a month where you really put yourself out there. It might be a time where you're rearranging things. The Magician puts everything out on the table. He's got the cup, he has the pentacle, he has the wand, and he has the sword, and he's got a baton in his hand. So creation, okay, there's growth, the lush garden behind him. So, you know, if you are healing from a breakup, or if you're newly single, I feel like you might have a lot of projects coming in, or things to occupy your time with, stimulate your mind, and it might be areas outside of love, but that's going to help you distract. It's going to distract you, but it's also going to put you on the right path for success or growth. So in hindsight, well, it's almost like you might be leaving something behind, but you're entering into something much more, it's almost like you're entering into a productive time, or this you'll be the most productive you've been maybe in November, okay? Could also be in fellow Aries coming in around you for love, romance, and new beginnings. It could be that something that you start this month proves to be quite successful or even lucrative. The Knight of Pentacles can bring about quite a bit of money here as well. And especially that bottom row here, Aries, it's looking, you know, smells like success to me, to be honest. And you also have the Six of Wands. This is a card of prominence, of victory. And if you think about the symbolism behind the Six of Wands, he's come from the games, back to linking back to ancient Roman and Greek times. The laurel wreath is victory. it's showmanship, it's confidence, it's status. Something is going to be attributed to you. You are the ones, Aries, or there might be a fire sign that something is attributed to. But I really feel like you're making a lasting impression here. If you're wanting to make a good impression on a person, you're going to make it. You're going to be memorable. So someone will not forget the impression you make. Someone won't forget you, or someone cannot forget you, or they can't get you out of their head. This is quite powerful though. So you're lingering, and the impression that you've made is a very strong one. It's a very memorable one. If it's a job interview, if you've pitched a product, if you just want to make a good impression on the new neighbors, it's going to be a lasting and healthy impression that you make upon someone. But this is also allegiance, support. You can see there's a flock of people that follow. So your ideas will be supported. You have a support network here. There might be something going on around you when you feel you don't have people supporting you. These people might show up, friends, family, strangers, community groups. These people might show up around you maybe towards the middle or even the later part of the month. But I do see success. I feel like you're starting and you're ending the month on very, very strong notes here, Aries. So I will leave it at that.